Readable. news, Andrada?
Sorry, Geoffrey. Captain.
So you're the outside, and you're a...
Here's the job.
Yes. If you've a complaint, can it wait? I'm already dealing with enough. I don't care who you are. Unless the council has approved it, no outsiders are allowed in the keep. And now one of my wardens has let you in. Mihala is going to ream me for this. You're telling me? None of this is even my... Mihala ordered me to take over for our Captain Petru until he comes... If I knew, I wouldn't be talking to you, Nimdut. Mihala said it was council business, but there's nothing in his office. No journal, nothing. One of my wardens, Mina, is convinced something happened to him, but I don't have the time or resources to spare. Would you? Talk to... I can't have one. She's likely over in...
We should lend a hand. Maybe earn a little trust with the locals.
Mihala understands the importance of tradition. Nandru chose this place for a reason.
Exactly. To leave.
Welcome to the tasks. Outside. Bickard, check the... Well done. Well done. I will always have bugs to deal with, but at least they won't be hatching in such lab. And I'll be sure to pass on the word, Envoy. Be careful with those ogres. Bastards. Ah, we've taken to calling it the spook. Put that poor husk up. Be careful. Be careful. Some of our best wardens were lost too. Anything to report? Resources are scarce out here. We need to cull the competition if we are to survive. Check the board for bounties. Anything catch your eye, feel free to take it on. You'll be rewarded accordingly. Bring Magran's wrath upon the enemies of Solace, outsider.
When you hire. Whatever. How this game be some.
Abaddon. Patron.
Ah, the outsiders! Welcome. I hope you don't mind if I shout a bit. I feel like it's... Indeed, when they came. I suppose it would. We just don't get many outsiders down here. Ever? I am Forge Master Della. Recently.
Master Tassa died? I figured that old lady...
So did I. Turns out death comes for us all. Surprised me. Thanks. She was a great master. Even if she could have used the odd bath now and again. But that's beside the point. What can I do for you? I know. A shrine to Abaddon in a forge. How unique. What can I do for you? Is that Abaddon's shiny beard? It is! Star metal. I've only had the pleasure of working with it a few times before. These days I work more with a quill than a hammer, but I think I can make an exception for this. And if the council doesn't like it, they can make someone else Forge Master. Oh, I'd be a happy man to be working the forge again. Oh, how I miss it!
The dialogue in this game it's so silly. Oh.
The question you should be asking is, what can't I do with it? I could
Tell me.
refine and sharpen the material into a sword, certainly. Simple enough ask once you know the secrets of star metal. Alternatively, there's something I've wanted to make since the last time I had my hands on this
Yes.
stuff. A
Please.
star metal archivist. Now that sounds like a proper challenge.
Yes, sir. Do it.
May Abaddon guide my hand, and this trial be worthy of Magrin's attention.
I wonder how this will turn out. There's so much we don't know about the properties of otherworldly metals.
Here it is, a firearm unlike any other.
Yes!
I call it the Moonstrike Archivist.
Yes!
For it will strike your enemies as fiercely as Abaddon's hammer struck the falling moon.
Is that a promise?
You are most welcome, outsider. However, this material is unlike any other metal. It is superior in nearly every way, and an unmatched challenge to work. I want to see what else I could do with it. Bring me more fragments, and I will forge for you a blade unlike any other. Though with more star metal, I may be able to upgrade the Moonstrike Arquebus a bit more. Let's. I've been looking forward to doing this for a long time. Proper rifling for the barrel and a bit of weight balancing will do this arquebus wonders.
Archivist.
Let's keep a safe distance.
Here you are. A firearm unlike any other. Use it to rain death upon your foes for me, eh? I should hope so. Anything less would be an enormous waste of potential. We have mines throughout the tasks, though most of them were abandoned until very recently. Most of our material comes from reforging old equipment. Someone dies or retires and we make something new from their stuff.
It's a fine tradition, if you don't mind going on patrol in your dead uncle's old pants.
Mock all you like, outcast. This way has worked for centuries. Like most things around Solace, they got too costly and dangerous to maintain. The Council thought it best to close them down. Council of Kostya has argued to get some of them open again. We might be getting some new ores sometime soon.
Wow. Pricey stuff. What's up? Yeah, like such a burden. Well, come on. Hard pass. They get a pizza if it wasn't $20 per serving. But they're dang good. Yes. If not, yeah. And if not, stop at McDonald's on the way. Alrighty. Love you. Hey, did you see that message I sent you earlier from Woody? I'm telling you, I can't make it up anymore. Bye. Just a website that says the menu? Oh. Uh. Appetizer. Appetizer. Alright, let's get back to it. Let's do it. Alright, so what are we doing? What are we doing? We are selling gear to afford the ridiculously expensive better. As did the dagger, yeah. Nah, screw it. Those are just mean. I have 2 of those. Shh, whatever. Well, this is my United States of whatever. And this is my United States of whatever. What? Okay. Oh. Of devotion. Of devotion. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Do. 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 Ew. Let's see. That's pretty swell. What? Get out of here, man. Haha, this is awesome. That's cool. That is so cool, man. Oh, I cannot believe it. I can't believe it.
Maybe we should open up for more trade. You think Kostya's right, huh? Think of the salted fish we get by raiding the forest.
Damn. Outsiders in the keep? Joffrey really must be shit at commanding the wardens if you got in. Marius? You're back? God's alive. I never thought I'd see you again.
Mina, is that you? Didn't recognize you with all that whiskey smell around you.
The whiskey helps me sleep. I've been working extra shifts without Petru here. Things would be a lot better if he was still in charge. Left? That what he told you? Sucker. Our captain didn't just up and disappear without warning. Something must have happened to him. That's just some Saka Mihala spun up to keep panic down. She's good at that. There's more that goes on in this keep than that old crone knows about. It's law in the keep that we don't ever leave Solace. Ever. Not unless we're on assignment at an outpost. Your friend Marius here is an example as to what happens if we do. Some people don't like that. Petru... he skirted the rules. Has some project out there at that abandoned warden tower. He usually goes out for a day or two, but always comes back. It's been weeks now, and nothing. I figure something must have happened to him. Who knows what's out there? Attacked by Zarips, killed in a lava flow. I think so too. I'd love to look into it, but Joffrey won't spare any wardens. Look, I know it's not your business, but you're the only one who can go in and out of the keep. If you happen to go by the abandoned warden tower, just to the northwest of Solace, keep an eye out for him.
Odds are, he's gonna be
Maybe
there.
a clue as to where he is would help.
Or a clue.
Maybe I'd be able to convince Joffrey to send someone after him.
I'm sure you will.
Never thought I'd see an outsider do more for me than my own people. Thanks, Adiren.
Yeah.
Sometimes people just leave. He's probably drunk somewhere feeling bad about it.
That's it. I'm cutting you off, me now.
Oh my goodness.
Talking nonsense.
How to? What is a beetle? What is a beetle? It's the wretched excuse for mead that we have in this God's forsaken waste we call home. It's a beverage. It's a beverage as harsh and unyielding as the Pargrunin that drink it. It's a point of pride for Solace's proud defenders and the shared hatred that brings our people together. That's what Beetle is. To truly appreciate Beetle and the horrendous process through which it is made, you first know of its origins. I think they meant of its origins. Oh, typo in the game. When my great-great-great-great-grandmother, the letter continues for this like several paragraphs before finally ending laughably short.
That's Saka, and you know
These games are so
you're
clever.
too scared of Mihala to even think otherwise.
See, I mean, there's always stuff later. Honey? Yes. Right on, mine. Nice. Peace. Fun, fun, fun. Fun, 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 fun.
But Kostya says that Solace Keep is nothing but a crypt. We'll die in here.
I'm so tired of listening to you. Kostya this, Kostya that. Solace Keep protects us all. I don't want to hear another word.
You cannot. These are Pargrunin matters. We'd prefer that you not involve yourself.
What's wrong with talking to the Outlander, hmm? We need outside opinions. We need medicine. You're sick, Mother.
Parkrunen affairs are Parkrunen affairs. We don't speak of them to outsiders.
Even if it costs you your life, Mother? You'd rather die than ask for help from an outlander?
Kostya has a lot to answer for, poisoning our youth's minds with these ideas.
Oh my. My bad. Sorry, folks.
Once again, Outlander.
Why won't you listen?
I don't.
Try growing up with that volcano on the horizon. You learn early on how fragile life can be.
But you're still here, dude. Why are you talking like you lived this horrible life? We all know better.
Suck, I lost count.
The Outlander coming to Solace Keep. What do you think it means? Is it a sign?
A sign for none? Throw you in the lava.
Ah. I knew we were close.
Call this fresh? Idiots.
Council members are having real food. It's raw.
We need to be grateful for what we give. Who knows the world's worse out there?
I need to go back and open
You
up that
are made
chest.
of tougher material than I am. I am so hungry for real food.
May your generosity be legendary. Three better be good. Oh, wow. Okay, I'll take it. Okay, I'll take it. Gee. Bro, there's something up there that I cannot get.
Wake up, Mother. It's me, your little grubbling.
Oh, my dear. It's been so...
Go. You won't do any good here.
Oh, great. Outside. You need something?
Wish she wasn't so broke. Whatever. I don't need this crap. I do want to figure out why I can't get where I need to get. Yes, look at it. leaving. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out now. It's not a tumor. Not a tumor. Not a tumor.
And now.
That is Bobby.
And now.
I've tried to tell this boy. God dang, Bobby.
It was as rancid as a Zarev's balls.
I
think that's real fruit.
Damn it, Bobby. Damn it, Bobby. Damn it, Bobby.
Beggars.
I can't wait for a promotion.
All sucks, man. You ain't got nothing. It's all garbage. We carry on about Scout. We carry on about Scout Patty. Scout Patty. Tell him. Tell him. Oh. Gonna sing a song. Oh, we. I just a little boy riding back road. I heard ya. I heard ya. Where's your mama? Where's your mama? Out of pants. Out of pants. What? I heard you. You're a good boy. Yeah, you're a very good boy. Yeah, I know. Kill him. Kill him. Hey, not in my ear, man. God. I'm gonna tell somebody there ought to be law against working that way. Tell them you're taking off next Friday for the National Working Woman's Holiday. I confess that I used to scroll a form of the helpless beast to turn myself into a pig. I confess that I accidentally followed the guard into the council chamber. I confess that when the spell wore off, my clothes were gone. Furthermore, I confess that being a pig was the second greatest experience of my life, and I confess that I'm not sorry. Did you know this was the most cramped prison I've ever stayed in? Thankfully, I won't be here long. If I'm guilty of anything, it's that I'm criminally underappreciated as an escape artist. Your pal, Tan, the Archmage. Well, that's good to know. That'll do, cleans guard. Putting water and food. Found crumbs under bedding. Inmate. I spent most of the prisoner transfer. Jeez. One and done on that.
Welcome to Serina's Mercy, outsider. There's nothing for you to see here.
Your face. Don't mind if I do.
You let me out of here right now!
Will you pipe down over there?
I'm innocent!
No. Grow today, grow tomorrow.
Oh, thank the gods. Finally.
Renato here was selling our grave goods to traveling merchants. Don't let him tell about maps and causes. He's a common thief.
You know him? Then you can advocate for me.
You've got your work cut out for you. But if you want to try, go ahead.
I admit I took a few things from Pargrunan memorials. And I admit the caravans paid me a good price for them. Expeditions have costs. You can't line a pocket that's full of holes. Sansa has no idea what the living lands are like. He sits in his emporium and thinks it's the Deadfire. Well, it's not. Every day out here is a matter of life and death.
It's true.
We do fine without grave robbing.
I just needed to survive.
What should we do, folks? Should we let Renato sit in the jail cell? Should we let him rot? What do y'all think? Somebody chime in. Last decision I made by myself didn't go so well. Y'all let me know what you think. Tell me, guys. What do y'all think? We'll pause it for a second. Ooh. What? Come on, guys. What are we gonna have? What are we gonna have? I can put a poll in here for you. You want me to do that? do a poll. A poll. Hmm. There we go. Coming at you. You guys ready for this? I hope you are. You're not, but I hope you are. Okay. Come on, guys. Y'all vote. 1 to leave Renato sitting, or 1 to free Renato from his jail, or 2 to leave him sitting to rot in his cell. Come on, guys. Somebody, interact with me here. My TikTok friends, you can vote in the chat. Press 1 to free him. Press 2 to leave him there. 1 to free him, and 2 to leave him in jail. Come on, guys, this works better with a little bit of input. Thank you. Thank you. We gotta vote for 1. Anybody else? My TikTok friends who can't vote. You can vote if you're on Twitch, but you can't on TikTok. But you can chime in the chat. 1 to free Renato. 2 to leave Renato in jail. He was caught stealing, and he's claiming it was for the sake of survival. I don't know, do you guys believe him? You think we should free him? If you'll remember, Renato is the assistant of the cartographer, the map maker, that we are on a quest to try to help out. So this will help with the quest. Come on, guys, I'll give you a couple more minutes. TikTok friends, 1 to free him, 2 to leave him in jail. Come on, chime in, let me know what you think. Come on, guys. Give you a couple more minutes, and then we're going to roll on. Just don't want to hear anyone else ever say that Martyr's channel is not interactive. I'm interactive, but you fools are sleeping on me. Chime in. What do you think about it, Scotty? Oh. 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 Yeah. You think we should free him? Think we should free him? Okay. I guess we will free him. And y'all suck.
You can't just barge in and tell us what to do with our prisoners. How should I know? The wardens just left him here. Ha, fine. I'm not paid enough to handle legal debates. You're free to go.
About time. I owe you, whoever you are. Actually, wait, I can do better than that. I'll take my notes. Just do me a favor and don't tell Sansa where I've been. I'll come up with something. As soon as I've found a place to bathe.
There we go.
If I never smell sulfur again, it'll be too soon.
Okay. So Sansa is the person that sent us on the quest to find Renato. And we have discovered that Renato has been in a prison in Dwarven territory in the Tusk this whole time for thievery. He claims his robbing and stealing was for the sake of survival and why he was in jail. The note that he was sending back to his boss, the cartographer who initially tasked us with the quest, the note reads, Sansa, my good man, work is still proceeding apace. It's rocky going, though. Hot, cold, and windy all the same day. Hope to reach Solace Keep tomorrow. Looking forward to the local cuisine. These wilds are a test of... I'll have a geologic feature data sent your way as soon as I find something resembling a courier post. The Pergurunen are skeptical of outsiders, to put it delicately. I'm not sure what a Nimna is, but I've been called it 3 times. Any longer, and I might not be above bribing a merchant caravan to carry it. If I've learned one thing about the Tusk, it's that a fellow has to do what it takes. Ultimately, why he ended up in. Thanks to nobody for voting, determining his future and what happens to the man's life. I did. I would. Huh. Find. Huh. Get it.
What's an ancient keep without a grimy torture chamber? Oh, God, makes me sick.
He's right, though. Golly. That's cool. It.
Move along.
My gods, they're killing us. Outlander, my gods help me! We're being slaughtered!
By who?
The archives! Please, gods! My brothers! My fellow monks! They changed into monsters before my eyes! They're tearing everything apart! Oh my gods, how could this be happening? Oh, thank the gods. Bless you, Outlander. Friend, thank you.
You're welcome.
Head north along the main road.
That's where I was
The
heading
archives
anyway.
are on the bluff. You can't miss the smoke.
Okay, thank you.
Look for Grigor. He'll know what you need to do.
Grigor, he'll know what you need to do. That's as far as I can go with that. Let's go!
You don't really need an animancer for this, do you? I'd only get in your way. Careful with that thing. We're not even sure what...
Ah, a perfect fit.
Nice.
That meeting of the Solace. This council did not go as planned.
It was a whole lot of exactly what I expected, honestly. It's all prop.
Talking to Kostya, it's gotta be nice to meet... I can tell he's struggling against the current, which is a shame because he's looking out for his people rather than an old building. Tradition and history have their place, but I just can't see putting it ahead of the welfare of the living. But you're the envoy. I'm wondering what you think about it.
These people, man.
Maybe so. Sometimes you just... Rawatai's grown over the centuries through dozens of... Many were bloody and hard-won, but I still... We wouldn't have lasted if we stayed a small... Fair enough, and that's not exactly the choice in front of the Pargrunen either. The question is... Do you really think Kostya and his people are better off sticking around here than taking their chances with Adir? Or striking out into the living lands? Perhaps there's no one who should make that decision, but some... Good luck finding a soft spot to bed down.
We really must stop meeting like this. People will talk. Always a pleasure.
Envoy? Sorry. I've been in my head ever since we left Solace. Thinking... What if... I get there and... Or... There was a story. The warden who saw the future. Yes. Mihala told it to me when I was young. There was a young warden who thought she could see the future.
She'd think about things and they would come to pass. She was worried about her father falling ill, and he did. She feared her friend would die of exposure. It happened. One day, she was with her patrol unit guarding a watchtower, and she was struck by a terrifying thought. She just knew in her gut that Solace was under attack. Zareps or ogres or fire blights from the wastes. Oh, you've heard this one. The young warden tried to alert her unit, but they didn't seem concerned.
Same old sad story.
So she left the tower to go protect Solace. And she found nothing there. Meanwhile, her post came under attack. Her whole unit was killed because
She done fucked up.
she abandoned it.
She fucked up, Ron. You should have stayed at her fucking post. Her future sight was just her worries about what might happen. Really dark story. And Solace sentenced her to prison for a dereliction of duty. It is a really dark story.
Tell it to children. What if I'm seeing the future? I can't stop thinking about
Probably
this
not,
village
bro.
as if I'm trying to predict what will happen.
Probably not.
I'm fortunate to have you all here. Anyway, I appreciate the talk, Envoy. I clearly have some things to figure out. Anyway. What do you want to talk about? Mount Forja erupts every few years. Usually just small little burps of ash and a few extra lava flows. It's like it wants to remind everyone it's still here. Which is ridiculous, really. Smell that rotten egg scent on the wind? That's Forja. As much as I want to blame it on Kai. Just another reason the people of Solace tend to stay inside.
Hey, Marius.
Right, changing the subject.
Let's roll.
What do you want to talk about? I promise you've never spent time anywhere like this. I have tips that might even be news to you. First rule in Galawain's tusks is to be grateful for every breath. The air itself is poisonous here, if you breathe enough of it. Don't overexert yourself, and keep your heartbeat slow. A wet cloth over your mouth and nose will help. Remember that this place wants to kill you at all times. Act like your every step is putting you in danger. Make sure to clear your eyes, ears, and nose every now and then. Ash builds up faster than you'd expect. You know, if you're this interested in survival in the living lands, we can take this even further. I'm impressed with what you already know. Still, never hurts to know more.
There it is.
So,
What I was after,
what do you want to
y'all.
learn? Right. A lot of that is physical control of your movements. The rest of it is simply knowing where to step. I'll show you what I can, but you'll have to do stretches in the mornings, preferably where Yatsley can't see you. Now let's begin. Right. That about does it. You're a quick study. At least now I don't have to worry about you so much out there. I can spend my time watching over Kai and Yatsley. Teaching is its own reward, I guess.
Anyway. Cool, man.
Yonatan.
I beg your pardon?
Huh? You sneezed. Yonatan.
Yanatat. Is it supposed to sound like a sneeze?
How should I know?
Thank you, dear. But I think I just got some perfume ingredients stuck in my nose. There's my favorite Adiran. We've been traveling together for a little while. Did you purposefully choose such colorful company, or is that just what you attract naturally? I mean, I'm very clearly a delight, but Kai's hiding a lot behind that humor of his. Thinking that that could be Quilici in me is not something I want to think about. And Marius, I don't know what's lurking in him, but I do think he should speak to someone on it. If he reaches out, do try, will you? As for Giada, well, clearly Giada is a gem.
Of course, clearly.
As for me, well, I'm just as riveting as you, but the boys are giving me a run for my money. You've got the thorn of a secret god inside of you. I think your uniqueness goes without saying, my dear envoy. You do strike me as a people person. Tell me, do you get along with all you meet? So, you'll be swarmed by well-wishers then, upon arriving home? And here I thought I had a wild youth exploring ruins. You might be putting me to shame, dearie. Quilici is quite good at knowing when to be sweet and when to be sour.
Yatsli, that's my surrogate father you're talking about? Spare my imagination, if you please.
Oh, you knew the risks when you came over uninvited, darling. It's all yours. Well, you've satisfied my curiosity.
Sorry, y'all.
I'll leave you alone to do whatever envoys do.
Okay.
When you were in the Navy, did you ever get shipwrecked?
Once. The seas were choppy, and we scraped the edge of a reef. Pretty far from any of our bases, unfortunately.
And when the rations ran out, did you...
Did I what?
Eat
Did you eat any of your crewmen?
No, we went fishing and harvested fire kelp. Why?
Cannibalism is supposed to be good for the soul. According to research,
What?
anyway.
What research?
I've also heard that sailors have appetites that can't be sated on land.
Oh, I can attest to that.
Sometimes
bet you
it's just
can.
about survival. You make different decisions when your life is on the line.
You people read too many adventure stories. Doesn't the thought make you queasy?
On the bright side, if we're ever short on supplies, it's useful to know who gets eaten first.
I've always thought that you looked good enough to eat, Kai.
Oh, snap.
Just remind me never to get on.
I've seen council meetings get out of control, but that one was for the books. Almost as bad as when I asked the governor for some unconventional equipment. He nearly had a heart attack. A corporeal inverter. In layman's terms, it replaces living
What?
things with dead things by killing them. Maybe it wasn't my smartest investment, but I thought it had research potential. If the steel garrote is what passes for innovative, then Solace is in deep trouble. It's remarkable, really, what people do for traditions that have lost all meaning. The garden is your birthright, and the wardens don't seem to know why they're guarding it in the first place. If anyone has a right to enter the garden, it's you. That's all right. I prefer the company of misfits and rejects. The council made their choice. If they won't let you into the garden, we just have to find another way. Anything in particular? Go on then. Don't be shy. Anyone in particular? I warn you, I'm not the best judge of first impressions. We haven't been together long, but I think I have you figured out. In Paradise, you have a reputation for being an unlawful misfit. This is the frontier, after all. We don't exactly do things by the book. You helped Fior Messiverno through an awful time. We did our best. Kai is a useful fellow. We need people like him to keep you grounded. Otherwise, it would just be me and Yatsli filling your head with bad ideas. On the surface, Kai is all charm and confidence. You feel good knowing he's around. But there's something deeper. Something in his core that he guards from everyone. Maybe even himself. That makes sense. Regret is a powerful motivator. It compels us to hide our worst deeds under our better selves. Everyone struggles with regret in their own way. What we said or didn't say, did or didn't do. Kai is no different. Marius is working through something. An old wound that hasn't healed. A search for forgiveness? Who knows? He's a tough fellow, but I wouldn't put too much pressure on him. Good question. Mental and emotional pressure, specifically. Marius could hunt the great western stag if he set his mind to it. But his own feelings elude him.
Adley.
When he wants to find himself, give him room to do so, but
appreciate
don't
the
push him.
follow.
Just be there to catch him.
Thank you very much.
Of course. She's brilliant. Open to anything. And sees the world as she wants it to be. Yatsli gave me my first glass of wine.
Gaming.
And the courage to approach a special someone.
Buck.
We have a lot of catching up to do.
Bucky.
No one to get jealous over. To call it a relationship would be an insult to the word. But it was fun while it lasted. Animancy is the study of life. Unfortunately, we get so busy that we forget to live. So a little roll in the hay is
You
good
still
for
there,
the soul.
Atlee?
Yatsli taught me that. Well, not the part about rolling in the hay. That was my idea, and I don't recommend it. Indeed, old friends.
Still there, Atlee?
When they die. I could have missed. Now that she's traveling with us, maybe she can teach you a thing or two. I think that covers everyone. And if my good opinion changes, you'll be the first to hear about it.
Oh, my bad, y'all. Need to close the garage door. Something else you want to say, Marius?
Envoy, coming back to Solace is not easy for me. A lot of memories. Not all happy ones.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She took an interest in me when I first came to Solace. No idea why. I was an outsider and a child. She had every right to make me someone else's problem, but but she didn't.
TikTok, I'm going to have to drop you guys. My bandwidth can't handle it. Bye.
I struggle to see it myself. Maybe my mirror's dirty. Just makes it harder coming back, after the way I left things here. I grew up in Solace. They took me in when I was a child, and they treated me like one of their own. Until I left. That... I don't know. I think it has something to do with those memories we talked about. That village. I feel like I'm being pulled in that direction, but... I don't want to go there. Really don't want to go. Well, over the years, I started getting the feeling I was lied to, like everyone in Solace knew something I didn't. Whenever I asked about where I came from, I never got a straight answer. You're here now, they'd say. That's what matters. Oh, they definitely were. I swear on Magrin's breath. What could have been so bad that they wouldn't even tell me about it? Was it something I did? Something I didn't do? I left because I felt like everyone there was keeping something from me. Like I didn't belong there. And they all knew it. I had to get out of there. I slipped out in the night, never said a word to anyone. Didn't look up till I got to Paradise. And here I am, back again. Funny how things work out.
It really is, though.
Anyway. Let's make sure they're not listening. Who do you want to talk about? Giada's a mystery to me. Animancers give me the vricus, and for good reason. Most of them would just... She's smart, thoughtful, and she's got a spine, too. You can tell when someone needs extra help out here, and she doesn't. So, yeah, I don't understand her, but I guess I don't have to, really. What do you want to talk about? Right, changing the subject. Let's make sure they're not listening. You already asked about Giada, so you probably want to talk about Kai or Yatsley. I don't know. Things have changed a bit, I guess. She's not so bad. I mean, she's loud and impulsive and always trying to get herself killed, and she keeps saying things to get a rise out of me, Envoy. But, joke's on her, no one's gotten a rise out of me in years. But other than that, we can get along. She can be sweet, too, when she's not introducing me to a new word for my oak and acorns. Oh, good. Let's have it. When I was a child in Solace, a warden named Alinka taught me the basics. What berries to eat, how to build a shelter, and so on. Later, I started going out on patrols, just to get experience in the wilds. By the time I was 15, I was going out on my own. I was usually part of a small patrol, maybe 4 wardens. We'd travel the roads in Galawain's tusks, and I was in charge of camp. We'd make sure the Zarps weren't getting restless, the roads were clear of bandits, and the lava flows weren't flooding. Turns out I was just good at surviving on my own, so I kept doing it, and I kept getting better at it. Well, good. Maybe show your appreciation by making sure Kai hangs his wet socks away from my tent. You're paying me to keep you alive, not to open up. In fact, you're not paying me at all. So let's just keep things professional and keep your guide happy and unburdened by thoughts of his past. I think there was a period of 3 days when I was in training, but I might have dreamt it. I remember sleeping a lot. Ha! Not without a sharp blade or a barrel of Wodak, you won't. Anyway, what do you need? Let's make sure they're not listening. The only one we haven't talked about is Yatsley. I don't know. Things have changed a bit, I guess. She's not so bad. I mean, she's loud and impulsive and always trying to get herself killed, and she keeps saying things to get a rise out of me, Envoy. But, joke's on her, no one's gotten a rise out of me in years. But other than that, we can get along. She can be sweet, too, when she's not introducing me to a new word for my oak and acorns. Fine. You've been patient enough, I suppose. Right. Solace isn't an easy place to live. The food is stale and meager. The water tastes like steel and old meat. Everyone knows everyone else. No privacy, no silence, no time to yourself. Solace is a walled keep in the harshest region of the lands. Isolated is an understatement. Honestly, all of that was fine. But there was a peculiar kind of silence I didn't love. I have only the faintest memories of my parents, which was fine. I had friends and mentors and trainers and elders. When I asked about my real parents, though, they just told me I was safe now, and that the Wardens were my family. I never knew if my parents were alive or dead. I like to assume that they had died fighting some giant monster in the Tusks, but no one would say. When I asked for more, they changed the subject, like I wasn't worthy of a backstory. I mean, I know the important part. I'm from Solace, for whatever that's worth. My oldest memories are of Solace. My oldest friend is from there. Maybe, maybe not. I've learned to stop worrying about it. You too.
What are you doing here? The homestead up ahead is all run by Zarps. The region's getting more lethal. If you think the Salos, the Zarps used to be more... You want to, huh? There are... If...
This must have been a prosperous farm. Now look at it. hungry.
Marius, look alive!
Well done.
Masan Sude!
For the love of God!
I'm coming for Ludwig next.
That freaking sucked.
Looks like this thing's missing a few pieces. You people probably want to take it back to camp and study it, yeah?
Got some.
Charge it up. Just a little spark.
Power goes a long way.
Ah! What the hell? No! What? How the hell do you... What the... This is bullshit.